Welcome. This is first part of a little series that I made about creating a custom layout in Jetpack Compose. And the purpose or the goal of the series is to create a new layout where we can lay out items as nodes in a graph and also draw arrows in between the nodes. And as a bonus, we will also be able to drag the nodes around and that way lay out manually. So let's get started. So a node graph contains of both the nodes and the edges I want to draw as arrows. So let's start with that. And for that we'll create some few points. And we'll have a few points. So let's draw lines between them. There, and let's see how it looks. But we don't want to draw lines, we actually want to draw arrows. So let's replace the draw line with draw arrow. And I will create this as an extension method on draw scope, so we still have access to all draw methods. So we can still say here a draw line, and we can still see the line. But an arrow is not just a line, it needs a head, an arrowhead. So let's draw a rotated line. Let's say that we rotate it 20 degrees around the end point. And we draw the line again. And let's draw the line also rotated negative 20 degrees. And we will have something that kind of looks like an arrow, but the head is way too large. We need a new start point for the head. And the head point, start point, I will calculate by moving from the end point towards the start for, let's say, 10 pixels. From end towards start, 10 pixels. And let's fill in that code. So here we use Pythagoras to calculate the distance between P1 and P0. And then we scale it down with a new distance and return that point on the line. And the result will be something like this. We have actual arrows drawn on our lines. And now when we have edges in the form of arrows, let's add a node in the form of a circle. And we make it red. And position it at P0 with a radius of 20. And We see that the arrow starts at the center circle, but we want it to start at the edge of the circle. And we can actually reuse a method that we have already written. Let's say P1R equals move along line. So if we move along the line that starts at P0 towards P1, and let's put in this radius of the circle as the distance, and then we can put this in as a start point of the arrow. And it looks like it starts at the edge of the circle instead. Let's do the same for P2. And we have P2R. Let's also create a rectangular node. Let's draw a rectangle with the color green and put it at 300 and size equals 150. There we have a rectangular node, and now I want to have just one arrow from the circle to the rectangle. And now let's draw just one arrow from the circle to the rectangle. So we will, let's start out as intersection of the box. Let's just say set it to the top left corner for now, and then we will find out where is the intersection for the arrow start point with the intersection instead, and put in this point here. We have an arrow that starts at the edges of the boxes, but I want an arrow that looks like it's aiming for the center of the rectangle instead. So to do this, we need to find the actual intersection point of the rectangle. And I want to have a method that looks like intersect rectangle, let's call it. And we will send in the rectangle and the point that we want to hit. The rectangle in this case is an interact with 300, 300, and 400 and 350. And I will actually take a method from a program that I made earlier that have exact method that I need, intersect rectangle. So it calculates the equation for a line, so where m is a angle of the line, and then it figures out if it will hit the top or the bottom of the box, and then calculates where on that bottom or top edge the line will intersect. If the line doesn't intersect within the width of the box, we instead calculate where it will hit the side of the box and use that as an intersection point. And the result looks like this: an arrow that actually aim for the center of the box. And there we will end for this part. Thank you for watching.